Yellowjacket baseball getting ready to start conference play. Caje, you're coming off a series at Dixie State. It was tough, didn't get all the results that you wanted, but you had some good takeaways from that. Talk about getting on the field, getting some big playing time down there yourself.
It was fun. Seeing the ball well. I put a couple good swings on some baseballs, and they left the park. It was pretty cool getting my first college home runs, but all in all, it was a good weekend. I think we have a lot of positives that we can take away from it, but obviously we got some things to work on, and I think Coach Sutton will get us prepared going into league play this weekend.
Now, you were the ninth hitter in the line at the game where you hit 2 home runs. They were your first 2 college hits. What were you looking for? What kind of pitches did you see, and what led to those?
Yeah, being in the bottom of the lineup in the 9 spot, you're going to see a lot of fastballs, and that's exactly what I got. The first at-bat, I seen a lot of pitches, and I was prepared for it, and both of them were fastballs, and they were both right over the heart of the plate, and I just got a good barrel on them.
Talk about what it's been like transitioning into the team. You're expected to have a major role on the squad as a middle infielder. What's it been like so far at the college level?
It's been great. I'm having a blast. I can't even describe it. It's totally different. The speed of the game is way different from high school, and it's just super fun. The atmosphere, obviously, in the first couple weekends playing at those big schools, it's been great, and everybody's welcomed me and just taken me under their wing pretty much.
Now, defensively, talk about the chemistry that you have up the middle. You've been playing a lot with Max Hartgraves, and you two are filling a pretty important role there. What are some goals that you have filling that kind of position this season?
But just to gain trust with my other teammates and just make every play that's hit at me. Me and Max have been good at communicating, and I think that's a huge part of our game, just communication and fielding every ball that's hit at us.
You guys have conference play coming up. You have a long road trip coming, and you start the week at Western Oregon. That's always a tough opponent. And now you haven't seen the GNAC firsthand as a player yet, but what are your expectations going into your first conference series?
With our preseason games Coach Sutton had us set up with, that's one of the toughest preseason schedules in the nation for a D2 school. And I think we're just really prepared to go into the GNACs, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Now, you're a hometown player from Billings. What has it meant to see this program win back-to-back GNAC titles? Now you get to be a part of it as you start your career. What has that meant? What are you excited for in your career?
This has meant a lot to me. Being in hometown, you see the support that people get with the MSUB, and it's just great to be a part of and have teammates that I played high school ball with, like Jake Tolman and Jalen. It's a fun experience, and I'm loving it so far.
Yeah, I think, the preseason's there for us to really kind of find out who we are as a club, and we played some really good opponents, and we played some good baseball at times and some bad baseball at times, but I think going into conference play, our guys know who we are as a club. We feel really confident about the strides we've made over the past 10 games, and we're ready to start conference play.
Lineup had a good performance against Dixie State in Game 2, struggled a bit in the first and third games, but talk about the offense overall. You saw a few good individual performances. Caje Golden had a nice day for you. Talk about some individuals there.
Yeah, offensively, just looking at our lineup right now, we're a little banged up, and we're asking some guys to be in some positions that they're usually not, called upon. And I thought some guys performed really well when given their opportunities. It was really good to see Caje come out, a true freshman, to have a great game too. It really gave us a spark offensively. Cade Hall's continuing to swing the bat extremely well. But, just ultimately, like we talk about, it's got to be 1 through 9. We need to be able to apply pressure offensively 1 through 9 in our lineup, and we didn't have that this weekend, and given, File and Hilty were both really good arms, and we've got to find a way to get it done, and it doesn't always have to look pretty, but from an offensive standpoint, I think as a group, we're still heading in the right direction.
Talk about the arms for the Yellowjackets. Saw some promising things from the pitchers. Guys like Matt Hape, who was matching Hilty there 0 for 0 for the first few innings. He had a nice weekend, and talk about the staff as a whole.
Yeah, we're really growing as a pitching staff. I think the guys are continuing to get stronger. I would say out of Coop and Hape, those were both their best outings of the spring so far. And I'm excited to see them continue to grow. I think they weren't able to compete and throw a lot in the fall because of injuries. So it's kind of taken them a while to get it going, but it was really encouraging to see them come out and throw the rock the way they did. We gave Josh Arrington his first start, and as a freshman, I think he had some ups and downs, but I think he's got a chance to really keep us in some ball games, and we're going to really lean heavily upon him come conference play as well.
So you start at Western Oregon. It's your alma mater, a school you're very familiar with. What's the game plan going into a series against the Wolves? It's always a very tough team in the GNAC.
Yeah, I think Western's really established themselves as the team in the GNAC. And for us to go in there and compete our first road games in conference play, really the message this week for our guys is let's take care of ourselves. We're not really concerned about what Western's doing or St. Martin's is doing. Like, we're really focused on us as a group, doing our job, getting better as a club, and things will take care of itself if we can do those things.
And then you'll continue on to Lacey against St. Martin's. Another long road trip for the guys, but as you mentioned, you focus on yourselves. You try and stay healthy throughout it. How do you mentally take on a trip like this, 8 conference games?
Just break it down day to day, practice days, game days. Just try to separate, school from baseball. It will be nice for our guys, so it will be spring break for us. And it is going to be a long trip for us. But again, we have to kind of have tunnel vision. We're just looking at the next 200 feet, which is going to be that day, and just really keep our focus in tune with what we're trying to accomplish for the day.